My advice, don't miss it. 1, 2, 3. Just that message, right? 1, 2, 3. I gotta get the pen. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Do not miss it. Don't miss it. Try and see the things you actually like. Don't miss it. My brain can only go so far. But I would definitely say don't ever think to yourself, right? People want you to be basic. You gotta stay on this one. See how it makes two different faces, right? You have to stay on this. There's something that is good. And it chooses to hide. You know what I'm saying? It just chooses to hide. And it only gets more and more stuff, right? But guess what? It chooses to hide, right? So here it is, just hiding, right? And there's a lot of them. You've seen a lot of them through my videos. When people wonder what kind of video I like to make creepy videos. If you notice anything about my video, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom is not out, people. You ready for the other try? This one's a complex one. We'll get the pen again. 1, 2, 3. Now, if you look at it from a side, right, it has a lot of expression too. They both have expressions. See that? So when you start to think of like corner, right? When you start to think of feet, right? And when you start to think of like armpits, right? And you start to think of tail, right? There's a lot of things to do with tail, right? You gotta really think. You have to start thinking. The energy that they have too is like you're looking at something that you've not looked at. You know what I mean? That's the kind of energy. That's what's so exciting about them. So it's like the energy of like this one also I'll show you. It's like the energy of like, just as an example, right? 1, 2. And that's why I pay attention. You know, Scream, you know, the typical movie of Scream, you know, the knife, right? You know that Chucky has a knife, right? But you're supposed to at least try and figure out what this is, right? Some of these faces, see this 1, 2, 3? This one's like an example of like, some of the faces just quit. See what I'm saying? Like that, it's like they accept where they're at. So is there a whole idea that like when I try to look for something, I try to look for it? Yes. I try to look for like another 3 like that, 1, 2, 3, of why it would run away, right? and why Pyro would even have something like this, you know. But that's definitely something to pay attention to, especially when Rex is laying on Mithra, right? So Rex lays his head on Mithra's boobs. So that's why I pay attention to this stuff. And the reason I pay attention to this stuff is all the little ideas that you think of and all the things that you actually watch, and you're trying to see something, but you're trying to see what you're actually watching, but you're not seeing it, you know? That's a pretty good reason, I would say so.